What's up, guys? Well, currently I'm sitting in a World War II foxhole that I have been digging for probably 2 days now. We put up a poll what you wanted to see, whether I wanted to do GI or German, and you guys said German. So I'm dressed right now like this is basically a 9th SS Hohenstaufen uniform, and pretty cool .44 camouflage uniform. Jack boots, if you can see them, there you go. So jack boots on. So this is what we got. We are not using anything the German soldier would not have had during the war. But this is the foxhole. This is basically what I'm sitting on. I'm sitting on my, basically my, Zeltbond shelter half. Also doubles as a poncho, but also as a ground cloth. But this is the foxhole. It's pretty big. And you can see I've made kind of 2 levels there. Foxholes differ during the war. They will be very small to sometimes very large. This is more like a 2 to 3 man foxhole, maybe even more. And you can see it is built up pretty big. And where I am sitting is well, I got my K98 rifle there, my helmet right there, and that thing's got some trench candles in it that I'm gonna be using for later. I keep those in there to help keep them safe. But where am I at right now? Well, to be honest, I'm in a field by my house. So I've been wanting to do this for a while and not stray far from home. So I said, well, you know what? Let's dig this thing right by my house. And you can tell how high this thing is. It's pretty deep. It's not as deep as they would have been during the war a lot of times, but it is pretty deep. And it's a pretty cool night here in South Alabama. So yeah, I'm a little bored. I've been sitting here for like 2 hours before I started filming. So I am armed actually with an original K98K. This is it. And pretty cool K98K. It's all original. It is operational. And this is the weapon I'm armed with. Of course, we're not going to be doing any firing, but you got to have a weapon. And then inside of this little grenade canister, it's a U.S. grenade canister, but I do keep my trench candles in here, which we need. So kind of couldn't go around bringing that. And then my helmet's up there, M42 or 43 chicken wire helmet. So, but it's a lot cooler just to wear this right now. And a lot of times, what do guys do in these foxholes? Well, they were bored. So you can't tell on camera too much, but it is getting kind of dark. So I need to hook up a light right here, and I'm kind of hungry. So I kind of want to make some food or some coffee or something. So let's get to it and show you how they did that in the holes. Okay, so it is dark. I've got the light on the camera. And as you can tell, it's pretty hot. So I'm sweating. In my pockets, I have my soul book. I've got a photo pass. I've got some francs, captured French money. And then I've got a nice postcard and picture here. So from one of my relatives that is fighting as well. So he sent that to me. And then I also have my bandage in this pocket. So original bandage, 1942. It come from Carsten, I believe, over in Germany. He sent that to me a while back. And then in my top pocket, my Gofu and a pack of smokes. So there we go, some smokes. And then my Gofu, or my spoon and fork, right here. I keep it in my pocket so I don't lose it, and keep these up there as well. This is my bread bag here. Not the best quality bread bag by far. My US kit is far more superior than my German kit, I promise. Because just for the simple reason, I don't do a lot of German. So I have a lot of German personal items, but as far as my uniform kit, I've got an okay, SS kit for 9th SS Hohenstaufen that I use. But, I need to do more. But I've got some letters, postcards, different things, and keep in here. Some comic strips, postcard. This is a very cool German newspaper. West Front. We'll probably read this after a while when we get bored. I've got a couple letters from home here. Feldpost. And then, let's see, what else do I keep in this thing? Let's see what kind of goodies I can find in my bread bag. I'll keep my Esbit tablets in my butter container. And then a cleaning kit. Don't leave home without it. A pencil for writing. A little can of Nescafe coffee. Reproduction Nescafe coffee can, because I like coffee, so I always keep some coffee on me. Spare German battery for my flashlight. Some Coca-Cola. And well, that's it. Let's see what we've got in our rations that we have. And I have a couple of different things to choose from, but the main one is the infantry, basically the infantryman's ration here. So in this ration, you can see the front of it. Pop it up. This is from Westmannschuk. We have some deli drops, basically like lifesavers. We've got some chocolate, Fruchtstrigel, fruit bar. And we've got some Jupiter matches. Those will come in handy. We've got some caramel candies and some kind of soup. So not much, but just enough to keep us alive. We also have with us a made wooden spoon from home. And then I have some stuff left over from a Christmas ration, since it is, still close to Christmas. We have a postcard we were sent from home. We have some tea. We may make some tea. And some Maggie's tomato soup. Pretty cool. And then one thing we will be utilizing here in a minute is a original Hindenburg trench candle. Okay, so got everything kind of set up a little bit here to make some coffee. So we're going to do that now. So I've got a German Esbit stove here. Now this one isn't quite the World War II dated one, but it is one that is common for reenacting, and it is the one that we are going to use. And set our spoon and stuff over here so it doesn't get dirt all in it. And we have some matches, reproduction German matches. Grab our butter container. That's what I keep my Esbit tablets in at events to keep them dry. And we're gonna drop just one right there. Well, there we are. Well, our Esbit tablet's going great. Only took one match. Usually it takes me a couple, but it only took one match this time, so that's good. All right, so since we've got our Esbit going, we're going to open our German canteen, which takes an eternity to open. I hate German canteens. They're so impractical. Okay. Yep, that's water. It just isn't really the correct cookie share, I don't think. But it works. So let's set that right on top there of our Esbit and wait for that thing to do its magic. And we've got some nice German tea, Dorchester tea. This is from Westmannschuk. And I don't know what's inside of this tea, but it's kind of concerning. I mean, I don't know, some kind of Russian tea. Smells good. So we're gonna sprinkle some in there and we're gonna try it, I guess. So I don't know. Yeah, look at this tea. Yeah, don't judge me. I swear to God, this is tea. I don't know what kind of tea it is, but some kind of tea. So we're just gonna let that do its thing. And while it's doing whatever it wants to do there, we're going to try this fruit bar, I think, and wait. So, German fruit bar from Besmashuk. It looks weird. It's kind of moist, I guess. Oh, that's full of sugar, man. Let's see if I can get it out. There it is. Oh, it is sticky, 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 sticky. But that's the fruit bar. Almost like jelly. So I've had this letter in my collection for quite a while. I still use it for display at events sometimes, but it's an original letter from World War II. And what's cool is you got the telephone there that says something like, be careful, the enemy's listening. I'm not the best at reading German, but the letter is in here. And thought it would be cool, rather than to read a newspaper, is to look at this letter. And let's see what is being written from back home. Something, something, hello. I'm guessing that's what this is. I have no idea, so we'll just make something up as we go, okay? Because I can't read German, especially this old German and this cursive. One day I have this thing translated, but yeah, let's just pretend we're reading this, shall we? Hello from home. I hope you are well. Your dog died yesterday. Your mom also bit the bullet to typhoid. Your dad died of pneumonia, and you're sitting on the front line somewhere in France. The end. Maybe I shouldn't write anybody a letter. Just saying. But yeah, that's a cool letter. So, gotta add some humor in when you get a chance, right? So, pretty cool letter. Original letter from World War II. Let's put this back in the bread bag before we mess it up. But another thing I have is, some reproduction fell posts that I make. So, got an original fell post, and then that reproduction, and then here's a reproduction postcard. We could write home. And a little comic strip. I don't know, some big fat rat. I don't know what the rat's supposed to be, but it looks pretty funny. If I could just read what it said. Willis du den Kass. Hib bit ik moet mijn kameraden. And van Kees Tramen. I don't know. Still pretty cool to have stuff like this in your pocket letter, though. I mean, even though I can't read it, maybe one day I will be able to. Oh, let's put this up before we catch ourselves on fire, shall we? Pretty good German cigarette, by the way. And these are real German cigarettes. It's from Germany. This is a West Front newspaper, the Führer in Strasbourg. What that says, Hitler's in Strasbourg. Well, nothing in the news. So, nothing new. Not going home anytime soon, basically, is what that says. So, there you go. And let's check on our tea, shall we? Okay, our tea is ready. Ooh, that's hot. Let's try this out. I have no clue how I'm going to drink this, but we're going to give it a shot. I don't think I did this right. But I'm going to see if I can't give it a taste anyway. Ugh. That was bad. Real bad. Let's make some coffee. So we're going to add on another Esbit tablet here. They come in all sizes. That was horrible. There's still going to be tea leaves and stuff in this coffee, but it won't be as bad as that tea was Nescafe coffee. Set that right there. And yeah, let's wait on our coffee to be coffee. We are at the top of the Foxhole here and looking out towards the enemy. I don't see any movement, so I think we're good. Got everything there. Coffee cooking. It's kind of what I'm sitting on right here. Just a little poncho getting covered in dirt. We're gonna be covered in dirt by the end of this, but we're having fun. Yep, the water is getting hot. Got nice Esbit up under there, roasting away. Man, I'm telling you, this is relaxing, very relaxing. You can look up, see the stars. Yeah, look at those stars, man. And then the enemy's somewhere out there. But meanwhile, we're right here in the trench, or in the foxhole rather, in my backyard, yes. But hey, you gotta have a little imagination. You gotta be a little bit crazy to do this. But if you want to know what reenactors like to do for fun, and history enthusiasts and buffs like to do for fun, this is it. Sitting in your own backyard in a foxhole you dug, just getting in the element. I mean, it's good training for events, and it's good just to, I don't know, experience something like this. Get a taste of what these guys went through. Are we a little bit crazy for doing it? Maybe so. My wife certainly probably thinks I'm nuts. Got a lot of tea in the coffee water, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and add our Nescafe coffee, but inside of this is Jacob's German coffee. We're just going to pour a little bit in now. That was a little much, but it'll be okay. Oh, bumping you guys, sorry. Yeah, that coffee was a little strong. It looks like chocolate. Oh, but man, does it smell good. Yep, I put a little bit too much in there. Be okay. So our German coffee, a little warm, not hot, just the way I like it. I like to take it off because I like cold coffee actually. But this is perfect. That's a little strong. Yeah, this Jacob's coffee, if you get this stuff, it is very strong. It only takes a little bit. This stuff's like chocolate, but coffee. Great. I won't go to sleep for 2 days. Cheers. Tell you what, this is a pick you up when you're in the foxhole, especially when you're bored. Only person I've got to talk to in here is you guys, and you guys aren't even here. So I'm pretty much sitting here talking to myself like a shell-shocked idiot. Cheers. Well, History Secrets, if you guys haven't seen his channel, go visit him. He does some really cool stuff. And yeah, he has a good channel. One of my favorites to watch. Go check him out. What I have here is a chocolate henna. So very cool chocolate bar. Very nice chocolate. So it breaks off in a little bar. Okay. So some chocolate henna. Foxholes were first put into place during World War I, really. It's really when they became, I guess, known. But they were used, you know, of course, during the American Revolution, War of 1812, the Civil War. Yep. Foxholes have been around forever. During World War I, with the trench systems, foxholes really began, I guess, taking on a presence in the U.S. Army and the military in general. And when the war broke out during World War II, you know, you have shallow foxholes known as fighting hut foxholes sometimes, or you have these deeper foxholes like this. And either way, it doesn't matter what kind you're in, they were to do one thing, and that's to give you cover from the enemy. It helped maybe to give you an advantage, especially when you were getting shelled, is to keep, you know, the fragments, you know, from shell hitting you. So when you're getting shelled, you will have all these little bitty fragments of the shell that would be flying all over the place, and they were known as shrapnel. Well, when shrapnel's flying around, one little piece of that shrapnel can kill you. So these foxholes offered a good protection from that, or a better protection from that. And a lot of times they would cover these with, you know, the tops of zelt binds, cover the tops with zelt binds, or on the US side, you know, put pup tent halves over the top, or trees, or anything like that, just to kind of give them some coverage, because a lot of times they were in very cold temperatures and climates, and, you know, also give you some warmth. You would find some field stoves in these things sometimes, and different things according to where they were and what they had at the time. But for the most part, this is the kind of foxhole you will experience. Is one where you don't have really much of anything other than what's on your person, and you will sit here for long periods of time with absolutely nothing to do but boredom. And let me tell you, I am experiencing that right now. I have nobody here to talk to. At least they usually had someone to talk to. But right now, it's just me and this camera, and I'm talking you guys' ear off because I have no one else to talk to. And I'm eating so much chocolate, I'm going to turn into a freaking Hershey Kisses bar, dude. I mean, or whatever. I mean, I don't want any more coffee. I don't want any more water. I mean, I'm drinking water just because I have nothing else to freaking do. I've read newsletters, you know, I read a newspaper for a while laying here off camera, you know, went through some of those letters and stuff I have. So guys would write home, maybe draw some. Yeah, this is not fun. I mean, it is fun to me. It is fun. But at the same time, it's not fun when you're sitting here by yourself with no one to talk to but yourself. And I'm bored. Now, if I was on a regular camping trip, yeah, it would be a little bit different than this. But I'm only using what they had, and they really didn't have anything else with them. Not even the food that they have with me now. They wouldn't even really have that much. They may have a couple of things, and that's it, if anything at all. And yeah, this is rough, man. I'm telling you, these guys went through the ringer. I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, drinking canteens of water. But we got on live stream for a little while because we are a little bit bored in this foxhole. I am comfortable though, as you can see. I'm just sitting here kind of chilling. I've been drinking water out the canteen. I've ate chocolate. I've had cups of coffee. I've drank water out the canteen. I've had chocolate, drank more coffee. I almost choked on the piece of Coca-Cola during the live stream. That was interesting. So I'm not going to do any more Coca-Cola. Yeah, so it's just, it's pretty cool to share this with you guys. Even though it is boring, I know. This is not History Secrets for sure. He has some friends that will come do this with him. Hopefully we'll have some come do this with us here soon. But for right now, this is what I'm looking at. This is pretty much what we're working with. Is we've got our Hindenburg trench candle going, and well, Esbit stove, and that's pretty much it. I mean, we're sitting here in the trench, and I don't think anybody is coming from over there, so I think we're good. We've got our K98 right there waiting on our helmet, and yeah. Well, I think the Hindenburg candle is going to die here soon. And I think I am as well. I am actually starting to get pretty sleepy. I've gotten kind of comfortable sitting here. I've been sitting here for probably about an hour and a half now. Just in the same spot. Haven't gotten up. This is kind of the feeling the guys would have had. You know, rifle nearby, helmet if it's not on their head. Nearby, ready to go on if something pops off, and just waiting to go into combat at a moment's notice if needed. It's a cool feeling. not going to lie. It is a cool feeling, but it is very boring. Very boring. You sit here, you read whatever you got. Books would have come in very nice, just honestly. If I could read German, I would have several books I could probably be reading right now. But it's not accurate to break out a normal book and read it here. So I'm not going to do that either because the German army didn't have it. The only exception I have made tonight is bottled water. Because you got to have water. Other than that, everything has been pretty much everything they had during the war. And let me tell you, it's boring. Guys would have played games, but I'm sitting here by myself. So the only person I have to play a card game with is myself. And let's be honest, that's not fun. But it is starting to get a little bit chilly and I'm starting to get sleepy. So I think I'm going to turn in for the night and then see how the night sleeping in this foxhole goes. So we'll, if something doesn't pop off and we can get some sleep, we'll see you guys in the morning. All right, so update. I've been sitting here for probably 2 more hours and I'm still not asleep yet. But I'm getting there. Yeah.